Hello and welcome back to my garden. Today we're in my cottage garden and it's exceptionally good and warm day, and we haven't had the days like this for a while, so I'm super excited to spend it right now in the garden. And there's another reason to be happy. That's my spring bulb order and it's arrived, and I've already planted one variety of daffodils in my vegetable garden, but today that's the time of the majority of bulbs to go into the ground and to be planted in pots. So let's start. But before we start, I want to remind you what we're going to be planting today. And the first, that's going to be summer snowflakes. Then we're going to be planting them straight into the ground. They're absolutely beautiful plants. They give a really long flowering season and I really love them. I have quite a few in the garden and I want to add. Then another ones, that's bluebells, and they're absolutely beautiful as well, straight into the ground. And then three varieties of daffodils that I want to plant in a pot. That's Sailboat. Probably I will be putting an image next to the name. So Sailboat, Snipe, and ice wings. So all three varieties, that's white flowering daffodils, really delicate, really beautiful. And this year is going to be a trial year when I'm going to be trying out these varieties because I never planted them before, and I really want to know how they will behave for me. As you can see, I really love summer snowflakes. Yeah, I've ordered just a few. Let's start. I have three pots and they're rather big. Their diameter is 39 centimeters. And I'm not sure how I should do this thing because they're rather heavy even without bulbs. So yeah, I believe I'm going to be planting on the ground, not on the table. I prefer to fill all the pots with the soil to the level where I need to be planting bulbs. The next step is going to be exactly placing bulbs. And the rule is always simple: pointy side up and the bottom side down. I want my pot to be really beautiful and striking, so I'm planting quite a number of plants. The bulbs of this variety, they're not too big, so yeah, I'm placing them really close to each other. And then I know that it's only for 1 year, then I will be dividing and removing these bulbs from this container. So just like this, and as a reminder, I will put one on top to make a label. And as I told you, I've ordered more to put them into the ground and to see how they will do and perform from in the ground as well. So that's what we're gonna be doing later. And now I need to prepare my labels. And now my pots are planted, so now I need to move them in a place where they will be standing and waiting till spring. And I don't want to water them right now just because it's not necessary. We will have a few rains, and that's gonna be enough for the bulbs just for now. And when I will see the first shoots in the ground, then I will start watering the bulbs. And now I'm switching to my Spanish bluebells, and not Spanish but bluebells and summer snowflakes and Leucojums, and that's my plan for right now. And actually right now I don't need too many tools to plant those bulbs. I'm gonna be using my handy hand trowel, and I'm gonna be planting bulbs that's Leucojum or summer snowflakes, and that's kind of obvious. This is a pointy side and a bottom side, so just like this they will go into the ground. And then with the bluebells, it's a little bit different and a little bit tricky because they're both looking just like that. But again, if you will take a closer look, there are some roots, and that's an indication that's the bottom part. And you see there's some like a hole, and yeah, the same here. That's upside. So I'm gonna be planting them just like this. And there's another thing that I like to do. Actually, as you can see, there's quite a number of packages, and what I like to do, I like to open the same things, the same varieties, the same plants, the same bulbs, and I like to put them all together. Just like this, and it's gonna be much easier for me. One by one. Just like this. So now I have only 4 packets, and that's much more practical and easy to handle, and my hand trowel, and that's everything that I need. And all these flowers are going into this long border, and I'm not sure if I have enough to finish it with the new addition that I planted just this year. And actually, I don't want to plant it just yet. I want to wait another season and to see how this area develops and evolves. So then I'm going to be adding these bulbs, probably going to be adding these bulbs. But right now I'm focusing only on this side. And actually, there is a part where I have beautiful bluebells, and I bought absolutely the same variety to continue, so I don't have too many of them. But Leucojums, I believe that I have enough to finish all this row, and it's gonna be really amazing and beautiful show next spring, because actually we have some Leucojums in a rose border next to the house. Plus we have Leucojums really close to the entrance to this garden and home. So yeah, I believe that it will bring everything in one beautiful flow, and Leucojums, they're just beautiful. Okay, now I have Leucojums planted here, and I'm gonna be putting bluebells just in between. And just like that, more than 200, almost 300 of bulbs are in the ground, different varieties, different species, but all of them are in the ground. And honestly, probably I could plant more to get this wow effect the first year, as I have in a different spots with Leucojums, but they're like fifth year here and probably 5 years as well. So they're growing in the same places for several years, creating a beautiful clump. And I know that they will do absolutely the same here. So if you want to have this first year immediate effect of wow, this, probably you would want to plant more of them immediately. But I know that for me it's budget friendly and I will get the presents that I want, just because this border is rather long and 100 Leucojums, that's that's at least something that will provide this color. And I've added bluebells, and yeah, it's just like I can't wait. There's nothing to show you right now. I need to get in and like clean this flower bed better, maybe not a flower bed but border, because I have a beautiful viburnums here and not too much flowers, but enough flowers actually. So yeah, probably I need to come in to clean it, but that's gonna be for another day and probably not for the video. I don't know why, but I believe that it's a kind of tricky area to film. So you're lucky because you don't see me doing a lot of things here except for some planting or some major things. But yeah, it's tricky to film. That's why I'm doing everything all by myself. And yeah, I really like how this area evolves. And actually another thing, really important one, was that actually I was kind of struggling to put bulbs into the ground here because of the root system of the already planting and growing plants here. So what I was doing, I was putting my trowel vertically into the ground, going as deep as I could. Usually, and bluebells and leucojums, you want to plant rather deep, from 10 to 15 centimeters. And I was doing like this. Then I was moving a little bit my trowel, so here that would be an empty space, and then I was pushing a bulb into the ground, removing trowel and covering with the soil. And I was doing it each and every time. Yeah, and it takes less time than you would do in normal weeding of a normal hole in the ground to put a bulb and then to cover it with the soil. So I was keeping this kind of process by moving just my trowel. And yeah, but that was a little bit tricky. So if you're thinking about adding bulbs into existing border where you already have established plants, please do this ASAP. Otherwise that would be a really tricky thing to add something. If you want to add something shallow, obviously like muscaris, I could just put on top of the soil, and that would be enough with the summer mulching that you can do whenever you want. But if you want to plant something deeper, then it's better, it's just for me a reminder that it's better to do it as fast as you just possibly can. And now I'm looking at the new part of this continuation of this border, and I'm like, okay, in the very beginning I was telling you that I haven't decided with the planting yet and I'm not sure, that's why I'm not adding bulbs. And right now I'm like, okay, I have another season to make up my mind on all these things, but then I need to plant it, and it's not an optional, it's like a must, just to plant everything comfortably and yeah, to see everything growing and developing. So thank you very much again for watching. That was a long chat, sorry, and see you next time in the garden. Bye.